Hey everybody, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today is episode 139, and over the last few episodes we have been working on building up this city here. We got this first house built that you guys gave so much support on, so thank you all so much for that. Seems like you guys like that one. So if there's any specific things you guys want to see about this one, let me know. I'd be happy to give more detail on it. Maybe we can build another one similar to it. It seemed like that archway is pretty popular, so I'm planning on adding a few more archways like that throughout the city. After that, I built up this one by myself, just kind of on a stress relief day. And then last episode, we built up this brand new inn that we are soon going to be actually working on. I actually want to do the interior because there's so many puns involved with an inn interior. We're not going to be focused on that today. We got all this space up here though. You can see this. It goes up into a little tower that's all the way up to the top. I would love to reorganize where the staircases go, turn it into like a brewery in dining room area down below. We got a cool roof on it and everything like that. Anyways, for today's episode though, I would love to be focusing on detailing this area out, as well as kind of detailing back there just a little bit more, so we can kind of work on this general little scheme area right here, and then we'll start moving our way down that way. And by episode 150, I'm hoping to have some sort of connected roadway that goes from that door leading all the way through here and get most of that stuff detailed up. Anyways though, to start today's episode, I got a question for you guys though. And this is a very, very important one. Last episode, I asked you guys, what should we name the city? Have not decided a name yet. Still think about those. So first, if you have ideas on the name, let me know that down in the description. Second idea, very, very important. What color scheme should the city be? We have Castle Bleak Rock, which is directly behind us, following that beacon line. That'll get you straight to the castle. And that one is all red. We went with a really royal red color there, did all that stuff, thought that turned out freaking awesome, but should we keep that red color here? You guys will have to let me know. I'm really curious to hear what you guys got to say in the comments down below for what we should keep the castle colors to. With that though, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. So this roadway right here is meant to be more of a people's pathway and small carts. I don't want big carts coming up here, so I think the way we can block that off, finish this area out a little bit more, is if we take, for now, we're actually just going to do it all in full blocks, but I think I'll turn them into slabs in the end. But I want to go ahead and create like a little flat area right here. So what is that, 7? That's perfect right there. On the corners of these, to help with some lighting, we're going to do some sea lanterns with some slabs on top and kind of around, just to make it look like there's a little bit of color in there, but not a whole lot. So we're going to have our sea lanterns like that, and then we're going to bring this guy out to here. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, and bam. So that kind of fills in this little area right here, which gives us the perfect area to place a tree in. So we're going to place some podzol in here because I love podzol now that it's easy to farm. So we're going to be using a lot of that. Now I'm thinking that we might want to go ahead and detail this guy out a little bit more, but we'll come back to that later. After we have the podzol in here, we're going to be taking the spruce tree designs that we did on our custom biome way up there, and we're going to be building one of those guys in here. You guys have seen me do this quite a few times. And if you haven't, go be sure to check out that stuff because it's really freaking awesome what we're doing there. You can get a lot of inspiration for making a custom taiga biome. Woohoo, custom taiga biome. But anyways, so we got the design set up here going like this. You can see kind of just how this guy works in general. And then we go 1, 2, and kind of up to there. From here, we bring in some spruce fences. I think I might actually need some more spruce fences, but we can go ahead and do that. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll do 8, and then we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And that's basically as tall as our tree is going to be right there. I don't know how much space we're actually going to have in here for actually like getting a tree completed and built in. But the goal is basically to have it go right there, and then bringing it all the way out to this point, and then as well over here. And then basically what we do with the trees is we extend them out another 2 blocks like that. And I'll show you guys how we create this bottom ring, and then I'll build the rest of it myself. But if you guys want to see how this tree is built, 1, I have a tutorial on it, and 2, there is a whole like 20 something episodes dedicated to building up that custom biome that you guys can go check out because those are really awesome. Bunch of time lapses, all that cool stuff. Figured I'd throw that in here since we have so many new people recently because all of the insane progress and things like that the channel's taken over here. It's crazy. So thank you guys all so much for that. We recently broke 5,000 subscribers. Then days later, we broke 5,100, which is just insane. But yeah, so we basically are building this guy going all the way around here. We just connect these points up a little bit, trying to make it really fit in here. Like we got this cool custom tree area coming in like that. And we'll go ahead and kind of cut it out right there. Then this one, we can go ahead and bring it over from this side. Obviously, we want to raise it up so it's more connected with that. No, we wanted that one. We want to get rid of you. And so, yeah, we got this general shape in here like this stuff. Let me go ahead and finish this tree off, guys, and I'll be back with y'all, and then we can do some more work on this general area. So just give me a quick sec to get this guy finished. And welcome back, everybody. We are just now getting back from the Ender. I decided to go out there and spend a little bit of time repairing up all of our tools. Let's land on down here, check everything out. But yeah, everything's fully repaired up. Our Elytra is down to 7 durability, so I figured it was time to make a trip out there, and all these guys were pretty low after doing this, and I decided to go ahead and chill for a little bit after work and get a little bit more digging done over in that area where our beacon is. We have quite a bit of it cut down now, so we can finally start detailing all this stuff out. As you can see, it's starting to get down there. We still would need to bring that all out there down another 6 blocks or so probably. So, you know, that's super fun stuff. But back to what we're working on so far in today's episode. We can actually take a look at this tree now. It is starting to look pretty cool. I'm really happy with the tree design that we went with here. I like this one a lot. I know I just kind of finished it, but basically we made those shells going around and then did these. The reason why I didn't bring you guys in for the whole thing is because there's now a tutorial video and all that good stuff on it, and I'm realizing my inventory is empty from all the stuff I want to do. But anyways, I can show you guys what we did down here. So originally we had those slabs around this guy, and that made it so that those were not emitting any light. So I removed the slabs and came up with this design using a little bit of dark prismarine here to just give it some extra little bit of a touch of color. I thought that was kind of cool using that greeny color along with the podzol back there. It really gives a cool bit of contrast, and once we get the flowers and things in there, I think it's going to look really cool. But yeah, that goes all the way around here. Then on the back we went with one light source. That should help with lighting up this area. I know sea lanterns aren't super medieval-y, but I think we'll use them here and there throughout the build. I'm thinking about changing that trim on them though to like a stone brick color. I think that might look kind of cool and kind of help out with all this. So I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if we should go ahead and do that. Let me go and get some flowers gathered up here, guys, and get some other supplies, and I'll be back with you. All right, welcome back. We got the supplies that we're going to be using for the next little bit, and I forgot those. I'll go ahead and grab those here in a sec. But anyways, for this guy, I was thinking we could go ahead and have azure bluelets, lilacs, and oxeye daisies, as well as some oak leaves that we can mess with in here. I was thinking lilacs could look kind of cool in here as being kind of a bright, colory, contrasty bit. Kind of doing a lot of them. Maybe we do like one there and one there. Like this can look really manicured since, you know, like it is a manicured area. Like this is something that people created. So I was thinking doing something like that on the front. And then on here on the back, we only have these two ones. So I was going to go ahead and throw some more oxeye daisies on there. And that looks like a face. You got eyeball to eyeball, a little mouth right there, and they have like a weird unibrow thing going on. But we'll keep it. I'm never gonna unsee that. That forever is gonna be a face. That's fine. We'll leave that be. Moving over to the next area I'd like to bring you guys in for though is actually for these little bits right here where we aren't really doing a whole lot with them. I want to go ahead and break up this flat line that we have going all the way around here. Choose a few of them at random, or not at random. Maybe we'll do like every third one or something, starting from down there. So we'll count in like 1, 2, 3, and then we'll bring that guy out, creating a little bit of a ledge, like just bringing out 2 blocks or something like that, giving us some area where we can have like little flower pots or little bushes, or maybe even area for a market stall or something, just kind of, or even a bench with some bushes so people can look out over the water. I thought that'd be kind of a cool way of detailing out the front area of this guy. So let's go ahead and take 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go ahead with this section right here. And that is not a stair. So I was thinking we could go ahead. We want to keep this up pretty high. So we're going to go ahead for starters and just go ahead and do that right there. And we can go ahead and bring you up. And then I'm thinking we probably want to go ahead and do like a slab block right there. So we can go ahead and do our slab block right there. And then here we need to figure out how we want to go ahead and bend these guys in. I'm thinking we probably want to just do something like that. And we're in the water. Where's the ladder? Haha, perfect ladder spot. I knew adding those ladders as I fell in the water would be really helpful. But we can go ahead and kind of just cover you up right there, cover you up right there. And then we can do like one right there, and then just kind of fill that in and that in. And of course, this area right here, we're going to bring it down a little bit. We want to make it look more like things are overhanging and kind of have a space for it all to be fitting out of now, instead of just being kind of like this larger section here. So we can go ahead and now in this area, round that out, and that gives us a cool little ledge right there. I'm thinking maybe we want to go ahead and get rid of you guys, and then we can go like bam, bam, and then do that guy right there and fill you in with that. That could work out for us. That's really just adding this extra little area that's stuck out here on the end. I'm thinking it might help. I want to see the size that it's going to give us up here at the top. If we basically took this, I think it's this guy. It is. So we can basically take these all out. And then for this stuff, it's actually, I'm totally okay with just having this being all filled in with stone brick. Just kind of like these little areas right here. Maybe even we take like this little bit right there. Fill you all in with some stone brick as well. And then out here, we want to go ahead. I'll put these guys here for test right now, but I want to go ahead and bring that smooth stone in. And then we can go ahead and bring that detail bit out right here that we had previously. We're going to do that, and basically that just brings this area out just a little bit more right there, so we can have those extra little details and things, just giving us, breaking up that hard line that we had going across right there, and it helps with bringing some things out. Let me go ahead and fix this guy up a little bit more, and I'll be back with you guys in a few. All right, everybody, welcome on back. So this is our first one right here. It's ready to go. I just threw in this little bench using some oak wood stairs in here. We got 2 flower pots, just oak leaves sitting on top of some coarse dirt. And then behind these guys, I actually went ahead and threw in some more sea lanterns so we could get a little bit more light around this area, because this place turns into a mob spawning platform up here. So yeah, I did go ahead and mess around with the bottom of this guy a little bit more. It's got a little bit more detail to it now, so it's working out. I do want to go ahead and bring in some mossy stone brick and cracked stone brick and things like that, but I just don't have room in my inventory for those right now, so I have not grabbed them yet. However, that being said, we can get rid of a few things from our inventory right here, because we have went ahead and created the second one, which lines up right over this guy. So for these, I'm actually just throwing torches right there, just so there's some type of torch system down here. But as you can see, that is the exact same one as this guy. We can go ahead and just jump up here real fast, and that's going to throw us up on the tree. And yeah, this guy right here, though, I wanted to show you guys a little bit about how this is being done. So basically, let's take coarse dirt. The color will be more full. So we're basically just doing that, creating this nice little U shape right there. We got our 3 stairs, one straight up, and these 2 kind of pointing in towards the center, creating that little bit of a bench effect. Surround these guys with our spruce trap doors. We get those little extra bits of detail in there. And then we can go ahead and grab our lovely oak leaves, and we can bring those guys right up through here. And that is pretty much good. I was thinking we could go ahead and like use some smaller things to place up here on the back. So like if we had details like throwing a cup right there, or like a plate of food or something like that, kind of what we used to have available, or what we currently have available if you're using like Conquest Reforged or anything, or any of the mods that allow like little extra detail bits. I would love to throw some of those up there, like right here, adding like a little spyglass or something for people looking out over the ocean. I don't know. I feel like these add a lot of character to the area as just kind of extra little bits of detail that can be added to this location to make it just feel so much more alive. That being said, though, we still got plenty of work to do. Let's see. How wide is this guy right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's pretty good for that right there. That's pretty much about as wide as I want this pathway to be. As you can see, it kind of gets narrowed down to 6 or so right there. That brings me to our next topic that we're going to be covering today. And this mighty fine coaster that we got right here is going to be pointing you guys in the direction of what that is going to be. We're going to be making some what will look like cart paths. So the goal here is to use our coaster that we have and make it look like we had some carts like screaming down this area, and all the dirt and debris and stuff that they carry in with them is just going all the way through this place, and they're getting all this stuff all over it. And we're just kind of putting these different cart paths throughout the area, so we can have just kind of these little stretches of land that's being covered with our coarse dirt. And it makes it look a lot more like it's alive. Makes it look a lot more like things are moving through here. So you can see there's the one tire in right there. We're going to try and mimic these together so they kind of are copying each other. So something like that. Actually, from what we're collecting right here, let's go ahead and just make some right here so we can keep going. We'll probably need a full stack of this stuff. So we can go and do that. And then from right here, we probably want to go ahead and bring it out. We don't want it to be a direct line up of each other, because otherwise it can look kind of weird. So we can maybe say like somewhere right here swerves super far to the side. So we have some that are actually going all the way out to the side here and kind of covering up all of this stuff. And then abruptly we can bring it back into the middle. And like I said, we're just adding variation to our roadway here, making it look like people are actually living in this area, make it look like things are actually moving around. Using these strips through the cart here, I think it'll work really well. Obviously, this would work a little bit better if we still had our connected textures going. If you guys didn't know, if you guys are using the back, I did actually remove those. Most of the ones we had, I could not figure out how to get them working again in 1.13, so I decided to remove them for now because I just don't have the time to spend really fixing up a texture pack too much. I love all of our little edits we do, but man, some of the changes in here are a big old pain. So if anybody knows how to do that stuff, Slash would be interested in doing that, let me know because I'm down to bring them back. I still have all the textures for it saved on like another drive. I'm just not using them right now, and it would be kind of nice to have like the gravel overlaying our coarse dirt here to make it look a little bit more like the dirt is skinnier pathway instead of being this big old full thing that we got going through here right now. And I destroyed the dirt block right there. We'll place that back so we don't go falling through that hole. Let's go ahead and bring you out another 2, and then we can go ahead and kind of just take this guy straight out here. And like that. That should be pretty good for what we want this line to be looking like. Through here, let's just do a cobblestone, and we can do one of those. But yeah, you can see that this line right here will actually make it look like there's a lot more detail in the area. We'll add a cart in here eventually. We'll add a few extra details all over the place for what it's going to be looking like. And yeah, you can see actually here now how much light these guys added. Just adding those little lights in through there, it actually makes it look a lot more friendly and inviting in this area, which is super nice. We're going to go this way. We got to go get to our bed real fast. Let me go ahead and sleep. Let me get a little bit more work done on this guy, and I'll be back with y'all as soon as I can. And he is right there. He's following me. Where's my bed? I don't even know where my bed... Oh, I know where my bed is. It's not even over here. You get out of here, stupid creeper. I don't like them. Why are they following me? Oh, man. Okay, I'll sleep the night away and be back. Guys, I have a confession to make. I do not remember how to make cracked stone bricks. I'll be honest, all the cracked stone bricks that I have in here, I have been getting from the stronghold that leads to the end fortress. Every time I make a trip out to the Ender, I just grab a few and come back and go, you know, just gonna last. Can somebody let me know down in the comments how we go about making cracked stone brick? Because something tells me we're going to be needed a lot of that as we work through here. So if you guys can do me a huge favor and tell me down in the comments how to make it, that would be so helpful. Also, on top of that, though, we've got all of these guys kind of ironed out here a little bit more. I went ahead and changed it from being every other, or basically these hard straight lines, to trying to make them look a little bit more natural. So you can kind of follow where the wheels have gone on, kind of following as it goes. So you can see kind of maybe somebody swerved out here, swerved off this way a little bit. I didn't want to make it such hard lines because it just felt like it was very noisy. This still to me feels a little noisy, so I'm thinking about maybe reducing it down even further to maybe something more like that and making these dots really small. So we're basically just trying to add enough variation to this so that it's not looking, so you can kind of tell that some cart has tracked some dirt through this area. I think I am actually going to get rid of that one. But we don't want to make it look like there's hard lines of like, these are the paths that they followed exactly. So we want to try and mess this up a little bit more here. Creating those hard path lines was just to get an idea of where it would be looking, but I kind of like it like this. I think I like that a lot more. I'll tell you guys what though, I think what's really going to sell this is if we actually get a cart in here. We have all this area, we have all this space for stuff to do, but we have a cart path in here, but we don't have a cart. I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and get a little design for a cart finished up here and add it into this guy. I know it's towards the end of the episode, so I don't want to spend the whole time like detailing out how to do it. Let me get the base structure in, then I'll be back with you guys, and then we can kind of show you how that all works and then build the top half. So I'll be back soon. All right, everybody, welcome on back. I decided to go ahead and turn on shaders, and oh my gosh, I am freaking loving it. These are the Silder's enhanced default shaders, and oh man, one, I am still getting 95 frames per second, 90 frames per second, which is awesome. And two, just having these shadows cast around and the water details, the reflections, all that stuff, just brings so much more life into this area. And I don't know. I might mess around with an episode or two where we kind of leave these guys on. I love playing with shaders every once in a while. And finally, they optimize these ones so much to where I can play with them and record, and I don't think I'm going to be dropping too many frames. So you guys will have to let me know on that one. We finished up the cart here. It's looking pretty cool. And oh man, this whole area here, just with the shaders on, looks so much cooler. But yeah, our cart here is a little bit of a bookseller. It's a tiny little cart. I tried making something really cramped and narrow and just kind of filling up this space just barely. So we got a few item frames and things like that up here. We got some just spruce wheels, and then I'm using stripped oak log kind of to create the framing for the cart. And we got some area back here for some like storage and things like that. You actually can only get up into the cart right here. If you guys want to see how this one is made specifically, I would totally be okay making a tutorial for you guys. But basically you could come in here, you could actually like pop that trapdoor out one and put a bed right here. And then this could actually be like a good old little starter base. We're using acacia trapdoors right here for this stuff. We got some storage room up there, Those can all, that one can't be open. The other ones can be open. So there's that little crate up there. You got that crate, and actually above that guy, there's another chest. So you could actually get a few double chests worth of storage in here if you turned all these note block crates that we have into actual storage things, and that could work out really well. But overall, I'm really happy with this one. And to finish this episode off, I do have a comment or question of the day ready. So I think it's time we get into that guy, but I do hope you guys enjoy this one. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, where we kind of break it down into the small minor details and kind of build up that type of stuff, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, let's get into the comment or question of the day. This one is from Bjarn Cohn, and this was from last Thursday's episode where I asked you guys for a bunch of examples or things that you want to see added to a city or things that you always include in a city. So Bjarn here says, Bjarn, sorry if I got that wrong. He says, I also try to incorporate a statue that represents the city. That way it gives it some kind of visible story that makes sense. So I really like the idea of adding some sort of a symbol or a statue or something like that, but I hate coming up with those ideas. So that's something I would love to ask you guys for. What type of statue or thing should we use in this city to kind of represent the city? So we have Castle Bleakrock, which doesn't really have a statue or symbol or anything like that. It just kind of has the color red. Our Nordic village is the stag, and we have a banner that represents that. Our farming village of White Glen doesn't really have a logo. Papyrus is kind of paper, and it's got a symbol on it that's kind of like a diamondy thing. But if we should do something, I don't know, like a dragon or a boar or like an ox or something like that here, or maybe we even do like a dolphin, or I don't know. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about that one, because I would love to implement something. I just don't really know what to do. And that would be really fun, trying to make some statues that fit inside a town square, like on top of a fountain or something. That would make it look like they belong to that. So I think I'll leave that one up to you guys for what we should be including in here, but I love the idea of adding that stuff. So be sure to let me know down in the description below, or maybe even divide up the city into a few good ones. So if you guys have a few ideas, let me know that as well, because we got a big area for the city here, so we could have multiple statues and icons, maybe to gods or something. Maybe like the god of farming is like represented as an ox. I don't know. That's enough of me blabbing about random ideas that we could do for this place. There's so many endless possibilities here. Also, thank you all so much for everybody who commented on the last episode with ideas of buildings that you like to include in a city. Holy cow, there was so much support on that. You guys are amazing. I think I have enough content to make, like, if I chose like one item from every single person, I have enough content for another 100 videos. So thank you guys all so much for that. That was really, really freaking awesome. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.